Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the To The T podcast. I am your host, Jordan Michael Colson, and we are joined by the original crew, the salt of the earth, the organic hosts, John Brown and Bryce Voice. And Bryce, you're back. Brief hiatus. Painting the town red, rubbing elbows with major stars in the golf industry and beyond. First, before we get to the CEO, what have you been doing lately?
Yeah, so I just got back from Golf Inc., which was in Hilton Head Island. Golf Inc. is a golf publication, and they have a annual summit that we go to every year. It alternates between the West Coast and the East Coast. This year was the East Coast. It's always a good chance to connect with colleagues and other vendors in the industry, as well as some multi-course operators and other golf course owner and operators. So sat in on some good presentations, was on a panel myself talking about golf technology, and overall, just a really good week connecting with everybody.
And John, of course, you are synonymous with golfing in a lot of ways where you're like, hey, I'm on that power list. I can sit this one out. It's not a big deal.
So I had travel scheduled, pre-planned, actually spent a week in Kansas City. The week before that, we actually spent in North Carolina at our Agronomy Budget Summit. So I've been on the road a lot lately the last couple of weeks, but we're the main sponsor on a charity event out there for the Arthritis Foundation at Canyon Farms, which is a great event, really supported by one of my partners, Butch Eaton. Fun day, and then actually went to our property, 27-hole property in Lake of the Ozarks, Osage National, which is about 5 minutes from where the show Ozarks is taped. I could see all the landmarks from the show, which is kind of neat, but we're doing a big golf course renovation there, so got my teeth into that project, and unfortunately, with timing, the golfing just didn't work out for me this year.
Well, there's obviously a lot going on within the walls of Great Life Golf as well. So, John, in my travels, and it's not that I'm not paying attention to everything that comes through the pipeline here, but I noticed that several emails came through about GolfBack integration. We have Bryce here, obviously, to talk about GolfBack as well, so we're going to take advantage of that. Anytime we hear integration or technology or things of that nature, I know that you get excited and just like making things easier for the player, for the member. So how important is this from a GolfBack standpoint?
Well, this is a really big deal, and it came about because of GolfNow having this integration with Google first. Do you want to explain exactly what happened?
Yeah, so GolfNow is the largest third-party tee time distributor that is out there in the marketplace, and they kind of partnered with Google, and basically what it meant was that if a golfer is searching for a golf course directly on Google, they were served up a book online button on Google that would then, if clicked, take them to golfnow.com, which, as a golf course owner operator, golfnow.com is a competitive marketplace where your competitor tee time inventory is listed. Ideally, if a golfer is searching for your golf course directly, they are not going to be sent to a marketplace where your competitor has their inventory listed.
So let's dive into that. Why do we have such a problem with that? The reason is because we consider that an organic customer, right? Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so especially, to this day, Google is still the number one organic search source for golfers that are looking for tee times. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes, the golfer mindset is they know exactly where they want to play, but they may not know exactly what the website URL of that course is. So what do? They go to Google and they type in the golf course name. Well, that customer is not looking to play a different golf course. They're very clearly looking to play the golf course that they have typed into the search bar. So what we want as a golf course owner operator is we want our tee time inventory to be the only tee time inventory that golfer then sees. Mm-hmm. And this GolfNow and Google partnership kind of did that, but then it also took them to that competitive marketplace where they could also see inventory from other golf courses.
Now, this is not Google working with GolfNow to displace golf course owners, right? This was GolfNow actively working with Google to put their aggregate booking engine in front of customers first. It's an opportunity for golf course owners, and what GolfBack has done is what exactly, Bryce?
So GolfBack has gotten the integration with Google similarly to the GolfNow integration. The key differentiator is GolfBack is not a third-party marketplace. So what happens is when that golf course is typed into Google directly, and that book online button is clicked, the inventory that is served up to the golfer is going to be that only that golf course inventory and not any other golf course's inventory.
And this is about real estate online and eyeballs and keeping your direct customer in a direct channel.
Absolutely.
Right? So the book online button can be a very powerful button for the user experience on Google, but that book online button needs to take you back to a website booking engine that the golf course is in control of, where they're capturing the data, where they're operating and setting their pricing, where they're developing that relationship with the consumer. That's what we believe in, right?
100%.
And this all came about because, and I'll give credit to Jonathan Ride from 10-4 and Jay Karen from the National Golf Course Owners Association. They pulled a meeting together with like companies like GolfBack and said, hey, this integration has happened. We consider this an issue in the marketplace. Here's collectively how we can move forward. But there is some good news if you're a GolfNow customer, right?
There is, yes. You can. There's an opt-out form that I believe it's on their website. If you need it, you're listening and you can't find it, I can provide it for you. Where you're able to basically opt out, and that if someone is searching for your golf course directly on Google, they will not be served up a book online button that then goes to golfnow.com or a third-party marketplace.
So if you're a golf course that lists your inventory on golfnow.com and you feel that's important to your business, but you don't necessarily want the book online button to drive organic customers to golfnow.com, you can opt out.
That's correct.
And then the book online button is no longer active in that scenario.
That's correct.
Yep.
So guys, again, layman perspective, and I'm always kind of representing the casual or public golfer or the novice, is what GolfNow is doing prior to this, or is what they were doing with the Book Now button, is that intentionally misleading?
Not for their business. I mean, I think their business has always been built around driving eyeballs to their aggregate website and not necessarily their concerns for what happens at a golf course level, green and cart fee growth perspective, right? They're all about moving rounds through their aggregate channel. So from a business perspective, I think it's a very strong business move by GolfNow. But from a course owner perspective, I think it has deeper ramifications, long-term ramifications. And if we keep allowing third-party aggregate tee times to grab all the online real estate around our clubs and capture all of our organic searches for our facilities, that's not going to bode well for us long-term.
Does the consumer have any idea? Do they care? I think once you explain to them the course that you patronize, that you know and love and have a warm, fuzzy place in your heart for, isn't really benefiting from this as much as you may think. I think then they care, but are they even aware that they're getting rerouted to GolfNow directly when they click on that button?
I mean, they may care when they have to pay a $2.49 booking fee or even $3.49 booking fee. But if I think consumers are smart, right? They know what course they want to play, and then from there it's all right. Where can I find the best deal, or where can I find the best rate? So, at GolfBack we preach that the golf course should own their lowest rate, and that their lowest rate should be available via their website booking engine. And if that's the case, then what we've seen is that the online booking engine on the website is the number one place that will kind of hold that golfer's attention and drive online bookings.
But it's not the consumer's responsibility to make the buying decision that's in the best interest of the golf course. It's the golf course's responsibility to build the right systems to provide a great quality user experience while protecting the key principles that are important, which is own your data, own your lowest price, build that direct relationship with your consumer, give your consumer great value so they want to keep coming back in a direct channel. So it's about golf courses taking on that responsibility, not outsourcing, relying on a third-party aggregator who builds a better user experience and thereby grabs your organic customer, your organic searches, and puts them into their database and their marketing machine. We've got to step up as an industry and take responsibility for that. So
the word Google has almost become synonymous with actual searching. So it's like, oh, Google that for me, as opposed to like, hey, search for that on the internet. Google's obviously the largest, and I don't even know that it's close. Is there any hopes in the future to integrate with other search engines, or is Google the only place that we need to be at the moment?
I mean, I am all about integration. If there are other search engines that are generating traffic for golf course inventory and golf course websites, I'm all about integrating with them.
And what I will say through this process was I did have a worry that there was a deeper kind of relationship between Google and Golf Now that may be boxing out course owners, and that is not the case. Google is about the user experience and just providing options based off searches. And so if you're a course owner and you mobilize and you create this book online button, they were all about that just as much as they were about Golf Now having that same ability. So I was optimistic and pleasantly surprised as we worked through our conversations with Google to build that integration. And ultimately, I think that is a fair playing field for course owners, but we have to understand it, and then we've obviously got to make some decisions and impact it.
If I'm looking to book a tee time, and let's just say that I go to Google and I search Julington Creek tee times, is the offering to book through Golf Now still going to be more prevalent whenever I search it? I mean, it's been around longer. They're probably spending a ton of money to get the best results. So is that still something that we worry about? Are we combating that, or does that just take time and then proper SEO, proper search engine optimization on our end?
Yeah, so the answer to that is there's a lot that's happening. But I would say because Julington Creek has not been on Golf Now for quite some time, Golf Now is going to be further down the page in what suggestions are served to the golfer. Because the words tee times are used, likely Golf Now is still going to be on the first page, but I would bet that the course website is served up before that because for years now, golfers have been going directly to the course website to book tee times, and that has only improved our search engine optimization. Another practice that Golf Now frequently does is they will buy the golf course's keywords, meaning they will buy the keyword with the course name directly in it. And we can't do anything about that. So when someone searches Julington Creek, for example, if they've bought those keywords, that's going to be served up first because they're paying for that kind of that ad or that listing to show up at the top.
But a big impact to that search engine optimization is if you do not have course inventory on golfnow.com, meaning as people are searching and booking actual tee times, if the only place to do that is on a course's website, that elevates their ability to rise in those searches. And therefore, if you don't list inventory on third parties, you will naturally impact that over time. And over time, you will grab back your online real estate as it relates to searches around your facility. You're always going to have to deal with Golf Now when it comes to buying up keywords and how they build their business, but you can impact that. And if your tee times aren't on Golf Now, even if they come up higher on the searches, if they go to Golf Now and they know they want to play Julington Creek and Julington Creek's not on Golf Now, consumers are smart. Where do they go next? The golf course website.
All right, guys. Well, in my travels last week, I wanted to have a nice, tranquil experience at a restaurant when I got off work, when I got done for the day. Just wanted to relax, but it seemed like every place I went to, being realistic, probably 4 out of 7 places that I dined all of a sudden had trivia night. So I wanted to help you guys share in my misery. So I put together some golf trivia questions, and they're actually kind of harder than I thought, but I know you guys are experts, so there's 4 questions each, and you will have the opportunity to steal each other's points as well.
Great,
so,
let's do it.
Who wants to go first?
Bryce.
I'll go first.
All right. Which is the oldest golf course in the world?
St. Andrews Golf Links.
Wow. Bonus point if you can tell me what year golfers began gathering to play.
Oof.
That's hard, and I might just cut that out because it's really hard.
I know.
I could
give
don't
a
even-
25-year ban, maybe, or 50-year ban.
I'm going to go with 1825.
No, it's like 1550.
Whoa, John, you got to get a point for that. It's 1552.
Seriously,
1800s.
you didn't know that? You didn't know your
No.
golf history?
The fact that you even knew the course to me is pretty impressive.
That's pretty easy.
All right, so you're at 1. So Bryce, can we agree John should get a point for that?
Sure.
All right, you'll get I don't give a damn. All right. Okay, John, what year was the PGA founded?
Just to be clear, we're talking about the PGA of America, not the PGA
PGA
Tour.
of America or PGA Tour? You probably don't even know the difference.
No, I know when the PGA of America, because the PGA Tour is different. It was almost a decade later.
This is on there. It's like 1920 something. 1920. That was the Great Depression. That was right before that, maybe 1921.
Oh, close. Bryce, would you like to steal?
No, I'm not going to nail the year, so I'll pass.
Okay. January 17th, 1916 in New York City. And then, of course, the PGA Tour, as we know it, was founded December 2nd, 1929. So you're like right in the sweet spot between both. So you're really close, but unfortunately, I just cannot in good conscience award a point for that effort. Very, very, very impressive, though, nonetheless.
Yep.
Bryce, just so you know, there is no penalty to attempt to steal.
Okay, should have guessed.
All right, Bryce.
That was a hard one.
That was hard. Yeah. All right, Bryce. When is the only time when you can hit a moving golf ball?
When is the only time that you can hit a moving golf ball?
This is not easy. Which should be telling you that doesn't help.
This is just a total guess.
Okay.
But I don't even think this is right. If it's in a hazard?
Can you elaborate?
Well, I know at a time, I'm not even sure if this is the rule now, but at one time you could play the wrong ball out of a lateral hazard. So I'm guessing that could still be the rule, and if that's the case, maybe you can even hit it if it's moving. That's my logic.
All right, I'm going to give you a point because it's, according to our good friends at Google, the only time you can hit a moving golf ball is when the ball is in water or a hazard, but you must not delay your stroke hoping to improve your lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
was pretty lucky, but
I was going to guess hazard too.
Yeah.
I had the idea that if it was embedded in a bunker face and
yeah,
as you're going at it.
The example they used was in water, but I don't know, like...
Okay. Well,
So-
good.
So you can hit out of the water if you want?
Sure.
yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yep.
just, you can look like an idiot hitting out of water
Yeah.
too. It's
I
hard
mean, I
to
guess
do.
I have seen this, yeah.
Speaking from experience, it doesn't usually turn out
That
well.
doesn't, yeah. Usually turns into a 9.
Bryce is at 2, John is at 1, but John is up now. So, okay. John, golf history. 2 golfers have been ranked world number 1 without winning a major. Can you name 1 or 2?
Luke Donald, Ryder Cup captain, Europe. That's one. I know that. Then hold on, let me think here. Nick Price won a major. You got to go.
I've
You got to
got one,
go
too.
obscure a little bit here.
You already got 1.
Yeah, VJ. He won a major.
Bryce can steal number 2 though.
Fred-
We'll give John
I don't
15
think- I
seconds.
don't know if Fred was even ranked. I think he was ranked number 1.
To me, this first name, the one that you didn't get yet, is more well known than Luke Donald, but that doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah, Luke Donald was up there for a minute.
Did this player have a lot of longevity in his career?
I would say, like, name recognition wise, yes. I couldn't tell you without
Number
Googling it.
1 player. Duval won one. I'll give Bryce a chance to steal.
All right, Bryce, can you name? John got Luke Donald, so he knotted it up 2-2. Do you have a guess at the other one?
I don't know if this player's ever been number 1 in the world, but I'm going to guess Matt Kuchar.
Incorrect, but good guess. Lee
Ooh.
Westwood.
Ooh,
Oh,
Lee
Westwood.
Lots of second
Matt
place.
Kuchar.
What is this,
Jeez,
amateur
he's
hour?
never been ranked number 1. Hell of a
He
career.
won the Players at one point.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well,
All right, we'll knot it up at 2. So high drama here. Okay, John, you're up.
Yeah.
Or is
Or
Bryce
Bryce
up?
is up.
Bryce is up. That's correct. All right. As Bryce Googles golf history
4.
real quick. The Bryce, the Ryder Cup, as John just alluded to, is named after businessman Samuel Ryder. That's not the question, though. The question is, how did he make his money?
Oh man. So there's a PGA Tour player named Sam Ryder, and he's sponsored by Ryder Trucking. So
Okay.
I naturally want to say he was in the trucking business, but I have no idea.
yeah, literally the horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
No, it was after, but that can't be it.
I'm
That'd
gonna-
be like too
That-
easy, right?
That's incorrect, but is
Yeah.
that...
No, a serious guess. I'm gonna guess he was. I don't know. He was a plumber.
Not quite. John, any idea? This is tough.
Can I give you a Seinfeld answer? He's an importer-exporter?
I mean, that could have been a component. It had to be at some point. All right, that one's hard. That one's ridiculous. He sold garden seeds, and he came up with the idea of 1 pound bags of seeds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Importer-exporter. Got it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go. Fun fact. All right, it remains 2-2. All right, Bryce, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're looking for 2 names here. I don't think this one's as difficult as the first, so I'm going to need both. Which 2 players have both won 9 major championships, making them joint 4th all-time behind Jack, Tiger, and Walter Hagen? Can you name the 2? 2 players have won 9 major championships, making them joint 4th place on the all-time list. Very well-known guys. Not an easy question, though. Need both of them.
Walter Hagen's not one.
What were the golfers you said were joint? You said
These
were ranked ahead of them.
Jack, Tiger, and Walter Hagen.
All right, so Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. Arnold was 7.
Incorrect.
Arnold had 7.
Good guess. John, would you like to
All
steal?
right, go ahead. 9.
I would say.
They gotta be old school.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be way off here, but
Ben Hogan.
Sam Snead.
Incorrect. Well, this is tough.
Yeah.
Wait, who did
Byron
you say,
Nelson.
Bryce? It was
Byron
Hogan.
Nelson.
Ben Hogan and Gary Player.
Gary Player.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't
again.
think Sam Snead was even close. How many did Sam Snead win? A couple.
Sam was good, but I think
He won more regular events.
he
But he could kick his leg above his head and touch the ceiling. That's what he was really known.
and he had a great restaurant in Orlando.
Yeah, he was doing that when he was 80, Jordan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He also was a pretty good golfer, so we should probably give him some credit, don't you think? Sam Snead, pretty good golfer. Gary Player, 9 majors.
I think Arnold may have had 8.
Did he?
I had Arnold down for 7 in my head.
Okay.
Because I think Arnold was Nick Price has 6, or Nick Faldo, had 6. He was above Nick. Go ahead, look it up. 7. I'm getting a point winning this sucker right now.
Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
See?
7.
Boom. I'll take the win. Thanks. It's been great.
All right, you each have 1 question left.
Oh, okay.
And it's tied at 2. You can wager up to 2 points on this question.
Okay, sounds
Your
good.
final one, John.
All right.
How many? And I can't really tell you much about what it is. Would you like to wager? Or would you like to just stick to?
Oh, I don't get the question first?
Nope.
Well, then I'm going to wager too.
Okay.
Bryce and I are gamblers.
This game was not well thought out. Okay. You're definitely going to get this. The modern game of golf originated where and in what century?
With the modern... Well, we already answered that.
I know, but it's on here.
Scotland.
We didn't say where, and we didn't say what century. We mentioned it in passing.
Well, that's
Where is so easy.
Scotland is
So easy.
1552.
Yeah, 15th century. There you go. So John, you got 2. So Bryce, you get. This is your final question. You need 2 to tie.
Can I wager 3?
Sure.
Why not? You did dip. It's like using vacation time you don't have. It's perfect.
All right. We're looking for the missing word here, Bryce. The back cover of the official rule book of golf states, play the ball as it lies, play the course as you find it, and if you cannot do either, do what is blank. For 3 points somehow.
Play the course as it lies. Play the ball as you find it. And if you can't do
Play the
either-
ball as it lies, play the course as you find it, and if you cannot do either, do what is blank. I think John knows. I think you know too.
No, I don't.
I don't know either. I'd guess right, but that can't be right.
Can't.
There's no harm in throwing something out there. I think we need the exact word, but...
Do what is fair.
Oh, you got it correct. Nice.
Oh,
Way to come
nice
through.
job. Wonderful.
For 3 points somehow.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't think
Yes!
Larry King Live would ever leave that much dead time on air.
There was a lot of time there. There was a lot of time. I'll fly in the Jeopardy music.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Jordan, just to finish this show off, why don't
Yeah.
you tell everybody what you did the past week? Just give a little bit of information about it. And I think we'll have maybe we'll even be fortunate enough to have Jason on next time,
Cool, yeah.
next show to talk to him about it.
So for the last week, John, you and Jason sent me down to sort of document. I'm going to call it like a Great Life Golf Club tour down the Northeast and down the East Coast, and I was there with the Pearsall family, it was Jason Pearsall, Jordan Pearsall, his younger brother, and then the patriarch of the family, John Pearsall, and they wouldn't mind me saying this, so I'll keep it in broad strokes for now, but he has some pretty aggressive cancer, and they're just trying to maximize their time together for as long as they can, and they love the game of golf, and that's what is so beautiful about our game and our industry is that it is about golf, but that's the backdrop of that what brings family and brings people together, and they're doing this all together, and they're taking time out of their schedule, and they're just enjoying their time. You can see the love and the joy that reciprocates and resonates off of all of them while they're doing this. So just to say, life is short, life is precious. We don't know how much time we have left ever, or none of us do, but they're making the most and making something really, really positive out of what is not a positive situation, clearly. And what Great Life did and what you and Jason allowed me to do was to go down there and sort of document the journey. So we got all kinds of course footage at our clubs, and we got them playing the courses, we got them interacting with each other, we mic'd them up on holes, and for better or for worse, how they were hitting it, and tears were shed, hugs were given. It was an emotional experience, but it was so awesome, and you can tell it's like something that they're going to be able to show to their grandchildren, and for years and generations to come. So it was just a great experience, and as you know, they are fantastic people. So I appreciate the opportunity to even be part of it. And I drove down and I took my time and I thought about it, and it was just like, man, it makes you appreciate even more so the things that we have in life that we don't think about every single day.
Did it give you a little bit of perspective on you can handle things a certain way? 10% is what happens to you, 90% is how you interpret it and what decisions you make when you're in that environment?
I think 100%, and I try to live like that anyway. But like we talk about that as if like when something catastrophic happened, or my car got rear-ended, but like this is actual life happening.
Yeah.
So to maintain that perspective and that clarity, yes, it absolutely made me think of that, and it also makes your day-to-day problems, I'm tired, and whatever, it makes it seem a little more trivial. And then you're like, this dude is dealing with what he's dealing with, and he's happy to be here. And it's like, dude, why are we not happy to be here like the vast majority of the time? So yeah, definitely lend it to that perspective, not a question.
Yeah, definitely a journey I think can speak to people, and we can all take something from it. So really cool, really neat stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate you guys. Well done on the trivia today. That was not easy, and thank you for always giving us updates on the industry. Thoughts and prayers go out to anybody, not only in Florida, but anybody affected by the hurricane. If we didn't say that, we should. Obviously, that's first and foremost. So thank you guys for your time, and greatly appreciate it. This has been To The Tee with Bryce Voisin and John Brown of Great Life Golf and Golf Back. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.